Okay. Hello, beautiful creators. Rebecca, your vibe mentor here, helping you raise your vibration so you can live your best life. I am here today with the beautiful Babs. I'm excited to interview her today and introduce you guys to her. She has so much wisdom and love to share with you. So, welcome, Babs.
Oh, Rebecca, thank you so much for having me here and allowing me to talk to your audience. That's really sweet of you. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's exciting to have you. So you have been touching base on a very interesting topic lately as far as sleep and reincarnation. I would love to hear more about how you got into this and why this is a passion for you.
Oh, that's something that I was born with this passion. I cannot do anything else but that. Anything else. Since I was a little kid, this is something that pops up over and over again in my life. So I remember the first time I was around 6, I was talking with my mother, and my grandmother had just passed away, and I said to my mother that we were going to meet her again and to see her again. I was so sure about that, and that was just the beginning. And when I read a book, I was 16, uh, Allan Kardec's book, the Book of Spirits, that made so much sense. I said, oh yeah, I already knew that. I resonate with that. So
Mm.
that was the beginning of my journey.
Wow. And what was the most important keys that you would say would someone would take away from that book, the Book of Spirits?
Well, first of all, we are eternal spirits living in one experience of being squeezed in a body. We are not this body. We are not our mind. We are our true essence, an eternal spirit. We have many incarnations in Earth or in other planets. And every time that we come here to Earth, it's like going a year to school. We learn something, we develop, we evolve, we or not, and then we have to repeat again the same lessons. We have these souls that are our buddies, our friends, and we tend to come always in the same family or together at the same place in the same land. We are born many times, sometimes a man, sometimes a woman, sometimes gay, sometimes poor, sometimes rich. We are here to experience things and experiment and learn. And we are divinity. We have the divine DNA. We are here to learn to evolve and to love unconditionally. And we have also opportunities to make up for what we've done in past lives and to fix things and finish the business that we had with our other bodies, other spirits. And that's it.
It's such a beautiful opportunity to make right the past that we can never really mess up because we continue to get another chance every time. So, do you find that,
Eternity.
yeah,
Eternity is here for that.
the infinite? Do you find that people often dream about their past lives, or in your experience, what do you find?
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. When we sleep, only the physical body sleeps, and you are not your physical body. It's like, look, I have this glass. The physical body is the glass. My eternal spirit is what lies here. In this case, apple juice. This is the soul. The soul can change to another glass in another lifetime. But what I mean is, when you sleep, only the physical body sleeps, but your soul can unfold. You can go to another world. You can get in touch to other people who has already have already left the physical realm, had passed away. You can get in touch with your grandma or with friends that are already there, or with friends that are also sleeping in the other side of the world. I've done that also. You can get in touch with your higher intelligence, your higher authentic self that knows everything, that knows your life's purpose. You can see your future and have a deja vu. You can see something from your past lives, although you are not always aware that that's what's happening. When we sleep, our our spirit unfolds and we are attached to the physical body through the silver cord. So every night when we sleep, we can unfold and go to the spiritual realm and walk there and have contact with other spirits, with our friends. We can learn lessons. We can go to bad places, to good places, depend in how is your vibration at the minute that you go to sleep. And that's important to meditate before you go to bed. You can get in touch with your higher self. You can ask questions to your higher self about your life's purpose or what path to follow. Or if you have a question, oh, now I'm without.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. You can ask questions about what path to choose, what about the challenges that you are facing in life. You already know all the answers and you can tune in that answers, and you can talk to your masters, you can talk to your mentors when you are sleeping, and even remember past lives if that is really relevant for what you're facing right now.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned meditating before bed. Is that the best way to prime ourselves before sleep, or are there other things we can do to gain those answers or those connections that we're looking for?
Yeah, the first thing is to really calm down and get into a good vibration before you go to bed. Because if you watch a movie, a terror movie, a horror movie, or something like that, your vibration will be unbalanced.
Mm.
You have to calm yourself down, you have to pray, you have to be in a higher vibration and sleep good, to have a good and sweet night of sleep and to unfold to go to a good place.
Mm-hmm.
When we leave our physical body, when the body dies, because only the body dies, you don't die, you go on. You don't become an angel by law. You are an angel. No, you keep going as you are. So in the spiritual realm, there are good souls and there are not so good souls. And if you have unfinished business with one of those souls, if you have done something not so good for them in the past, they can find you here in this incarnation and come here and try to find you and to bother you, to annoy you, to try to do something that it's not so nice to you.
Mm.
So you have to find peace with them. You have to reach for them and search for forgiveness, forgive them, and trying to find balance again in your life. So we have to try to figure it out how to fix those relationships through love and forgiveness to make our lives easier when we are awake and when we are sleeping.
Mm. Wonderful. What would you say to someone who has frequent negative dreams, or even I've heard a lot of people struggle with like a sleep paralysis where they feel that there is something holding them down while they're in their sleep?
Okay, there are two reasons for sleep paralysis. Or you are not already in the physical body. Sometimes you are tending to come back, but you are not settled yet. So you feel this paralysis. You want to move, but your soul is not there yet. Or sometimes, have you ever felt that when you are about to awake, that you're falling down
Mm-hmm.
because you went too fast to your physical body. You came too fast. You slide into your physical body. And another reason for paralysis is when there is an obsession, when there is this spirit that is blocking you to move through magnetism. But I don't want to go too much into that because I don't want to scare people.
Sure.
The best that you can do is
Mhm.
live a good life,
Mm.
be a nice person, do good. When you do that, it's like taking a vaccine against this kind of things. When you're doing good, they cannot reach you. They can only reach you through your imperfections. When you are a person that is tuned in gossip or criticism or in complaining, when you are not in your best, when you are pointing, blaming, shaming, or putting yourself in a place of victim, to avoid to have those spirits annoying you, you have to forgive yourself, forgive them, do your best, live the best life possible, help others
Mm.
without expecting anything back, give freely your best, work for humankind, those sort of things.
Yeah, it sounds like our dreams can really help us understand what's in our subconscious, and that if we're struggling with a lot of um, difficult dreams or circumstances, that we might see evidence of that in our dreams. How do you recommend? And I understand it's a very complex topic. It's not going to be easy to answer the question of how do we explain our dreams, but do you have any high level tips and tricks for people to understand their dreams and to interpret their dreams or what they might be trying to communicate?
You can say affirmations before you go to bed. I am going to control my dreams. You can do that. You can have lucid dreams when you know that you're dreaming and you control what you're doing, where you're going. There are two types of dreams: the dreams when you unfold and the dreams that are there just to try to figure it out and digest things that are going on in your life. When you're struggling, you cannot sleep well, so your soul is still attached to the body. You cannot unfold, and then you have those crazy dreams, but you can be aware of them. When you wake up in the morning, before the dream fades, because it takes a second that the dream fades, write them down. Have a notebook and a pen right beside your bed. And even if you wake up in the middle of the night, take a note of your dream. You dream about 3 or 4 times every night deeply. You have different dreams and you can go to different places. Take a note. And then you realize those patterns. What's repeating?
Mm.
What's coming over and over again? What does my higher self, that's really you, is trying to tell me?
Mm-hmm.
Try to figure it out. And it's really useless to buy those books. If I dream about a horse, what does that mean? Because that is different. What a horse means to me. I used to ride horses when I was 15. I
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah.
And to some people, it's fear or it's uh,
Mm-hmm.
something strong. To every person, it's going to be a different experience. So don't buy those books. Don't search on the internet. Try to figure it out. What does that mean to you and only you? And take notes. You realize that you can channel yourself, your higher authentic self. You can find your voice through your dreams. You can do so much. You can work through your dreams to heal your heart.
Mm. Oh, it's interesting to think of it as a healing modality, that it's time with ourselves essentially. And I love that you say throw away the books, because I've searched them on the internet. What does the alligator mean? And sometimes they just don't resonate. It just doesn't feel right. So it makes so much sense that our subconscious has programmed different meanings to different things based on our experiences. So that definitely helps clarify some things. So, in your experience, how often, because you're saying that we should be, or we are dreaming 3 to 4 times a night. I personally don't always remember them. I'll feel, bouts of days where I do remember them, and then maybe even weeks where I don't. Is that a normal thing? Should we be doing anything to help our conscious mind retain the information?
That's a absolutely normal thing. It's normal. No, I scuba dive. When I scuba dive in the cold, I have to wear this suit. That suit prevents me to feel cold underwater. The body is the same. But when I touch something, a coral, I won't hurt myself. If I accidentally touch a coral, I'm not going to hurt myself because it's it's like something thick, and that's our physical body also.
Mm.
Your higher self, your soul, knows everything, knows the answers to your challenges, know your past, know your future. But when you come to your body, this body's got limitations. Like, how can I say? Okay, you are a wonderful musician. You can have a Stradivarius and play the viola really good, or you can have an instrument that's not tuned and it's going to make noise instead of music. And that is the physical body. You cannot make beautiful music in a not tuned instrument. When you come back to your body, it's like when you are on the moon wearing that astronaut suit. You don't feel everything.
Yeah.
There is this limitation.
Mm.
And you try to interpret all that you lived through your conscious mind, and it's not going to work. So take notes. Try to program yourself before you go to bed. I'm going to remember my dream. I'm going to take note. I'm going to know everything I've done. It's going to be crystal clear to me. You can use those affirmations. And it's like an exercise. You have to exercise more and more to develop this muscle. Anything you want to learn and know, you have to put practice, you have to put time, you have to do it a little bit every day. If you want to learn a different language, you want to learn Spanish. Do you think you're going to learn Spanish if you go and try to study 8 hours the first day? Okay, now I know everything. Or is it better to little by little, 2 hours today, 2 hours in a couple of days, 2 hours next week, little by little practice? You're going to learn better like this.
Mhm.
It's like a practice. You can develop this muscle.
Mm.
You can learn how to do it by doing it, by taking notes, by trying to figure it out. What does that mean to me?
Yeah.
Close your eyes. And I say that, close your eyes to um, silence all the distractions of the world. Silence the world, silence the radio, the television, the social media, and tune in yourself. What does that mean to me?
That's
And you will find the answer.
That's perfect. Yeah, it's just like anything we talk about on this channel. It sounds like it's the focus, where your focus goes, grows, and having that conscious intention to remember and direct and understand. And like you said, it's a muscle, and I speak to that all the time. We've got to go to the gym, right? We can't just get fit after, one weekend of going to the gym. We have to do it all the time. So it makes complete sense. And we talk a lot about mind. Everything is mind that we are creating with our thoughts. And if we want to understand our subconscious, or we want to understand those things that may be in our blind spots, our dreams are a perfect way to help us get a picture of what's going on in there and how we might need to cleanse our energy or maybe take a bath or a shower before bed or use some essential oils to really start to set the stage and get into meditation. And I know sleep meditations have been very popular as well lately, and I personally enjoy them quite a bit when I can't sleep. So putting those positive affirmations into our brains as we fall asleep to help to cultivate a high vibration and a positive state so that we can really get in touch in the right way to understand the highest possible messages that are coming to us. So I really thank you for your time today and for sharing with us. Is there anything else that you would want to share around sleep or understanding messages about reincarnation or anything of that nature before we go today?
No, I just want to thank you so much for allowing me to be here talking to your audience. I have a lot of sleeping meditations in my channel.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Rebecca. It was really sweet of you, and I'm really glad to be here.
absolutely. Remind our audience, where can they find you? I know you're on YouTube, but I believe you're elsewhere. What are your handles?
Okay, I'm on YouTube, and my channel is Quantum Babs. And I'm also on Instagram. My name is Babs Pass. That's it.
Beautiful. Well, we'll make sure to link everything below. And again, such a pleasure meeting you and so happy to have you here. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Okay.